Morning, guys. We're live. I've got no guests as of now. Maybe we'll get some guests as we go through this show. Maybe someone will come and watch it with me, talk about swimming with me. Maybe not. Regardless, we've got the live stream, so we can watch all these races tonight. We're going to leave the live stream there the whole time. Get involved. If I don't get any guests, get involved. Let's chat with me. I'll answer questions. I'll talk things. Whatever you want to do, really. We can make predictions in the chat for each race. We can talk about the rest of the meet, maybe some of the other meets that have happened across the world. We've got a giant open going on in Paris, France. Right now, we've got Japan Open going on somewhere in Japan. Not actually sure where it is. Let me know if you know exactly where it is. Some fast time this morning, actually, there was a 4:06, 400 IM. History incoming. I'm not sure if there is history incoming tonight. I don't think we're going to see another world record tonight, but we're probably going to see some fast swimming. I had some 2011 born in that first B final of the night, which I'm not sure which event it is. It's a 50, which means it's the 50 fly. We're kicking off the 50 fly. Hell yeah. The 200 back is tonight. I presume Peter's swimming. Peter's pretty good at 200 backstroke. He's a world medalist for 200 backstroke, and he's swimming well this meet. And there's 10 grand up for winning the event. So I would presume he is swimming, but I don't know. Oh, we got some predictions of the 50 fly ready. Noè 22.6. Noè missed the start bad in the 100 fly stay and then come through to win. Cam 22.7. Cam's never been a 22. His PB's 23.0. Now, we do know he's in the form of his life, but he did say he's yesterday he was on cloud 9. He was just buzzing all day, and he's like had a little bit of an emotional crash. Not crash, but an emotional dip today, like after 2 days of just pandemonia, setting that world record. And, you know, the whole world's gone crazy about it, and rightly so, right? Like it's all over social media. Everyone's on the pull-ups. Everyone's on the sprint train, which is just great to see. But he's a true professional. I think he's going to come out and be good still. I think we're going to see a PB from him. Whether or not that's good enough for a win, I don't know, because some fast 50 fly swimmers. Cam will go 22.26. That would be a world record by 0.01, Ankush. That would be pretty crazy good. 50 flies now. This is the B final of the 50 fly. Yeah, there's a 4:06 4 a.m. from Matsushita. It's really good, really good. There's a 4:08 for second, actually. Yeah, this Japan Open's been really good. I think there's like a little bit of a resurgence. Let me get some times up from Japan. But there's been a bit of a resurgence of Japanese swimming at this Japan Open. It's been really positive. Women's 4 a.m. was one in 4:35. There was a 14:45 in the 1500. One second. I'm going to try and get my first guest. Might have a guest coming in. Be a good guest. Come on, come. I've just sent you a link. Come watch it with me. Your face will appear on the screen if you are watching. Yeah, 50 flies now. What was doing? Japanese results. Yes, Japanese results. 24.89 won the women's 50 freestyle. There we go. Hey, Chaddy. Oh, we're going to load you. Come on, where are you? Oh, no, the South African Wi-Fi is not coming through just yet. Hopefully it works. Yeah, Isoma, who trained with Cam, had a great 50 freestyle, just missing out on a spot on the team to come third. Right, his 50 fly is about to be over. 21.89 won the 50 freestyle and 21.92 second in Japan Open. And then trying to find his 400 IM. What's happening with Chad? Come on. Sorry, I'm just trying to get Chad in as a guest. No, this is finals. That was the B final. Whoa, look at that breakout. He come out like a salmon. Yeah. This is the B final. So A final's coming up next. This live stream is on a slight delay. So if you have looked at the live results, don't spoil it in the comments. It's like on a 30-second delay. We'll try one more time to get Chad in. Yeah, we're liking the white touchpads. I like the yellow touchpads, but I do like white touchpads, red block. Best combo for sure. Why is it not working for Chad? This is annoying. Oh, sorry guys, trying to troubleshoot this. Oh, I can hear you. Chad? Hello?
Hey, Sonny, can you hear me?
Hey, finally. It's really, really dodgy connection. Chad the boy, here he is, but he's not connected very well. Chad?
Sonny.
Hey! We're going to watch 50 Fly.
Yes, can you see me?
I can see and hear you.
Amazing. I'm watching ourselves on TV right now. Nice to see you, brother.
Nice to see
you.
you.
It's been a crazy week so far, man. Unbelievable.
Crazy week. What do you think about it all?
Yeah, crazy. I mean, we spoke a little bit yesterday. Obviously, I watched your vlog. I actually watched it twice. I thought it was amazing. I mean, what he did, what he's done for the sport, I think is incredible, you know? It's changed the game a bit, so which is nice. It's awesome to see, man. He's well deserved, you know? We competed together. I think the first time might have been before London, I think, 2011 World Cup in Singapore. Yeah. So, yeah, he's a bit younger, right? Cam's 32, right?
He's 94 born, so he's 2 years.
Yeah, he's 94. He's 94. Yeah. Amazing.
Can you see the 50 Fly on the screen? Yeah, you can see it. Brilliant. Yeah,
nice. I can see it. I'm watching it on TV also.
Okay.
So I can see it nicely. Yeah. What do we think here? Must be Ponti, right?
I think Ponti's got to be the man to win it. Yeah, but I'd like to see Cam get 22. So I think Cam will get his first 22.
Wow. Here we go.
They're in. Oh, who's that? Oh, did you see Cam start? Cam's winning for 15.
Oh, wow.
Can he swim the fly though? I think Cam's winning still at 30 meters. It's all Cam right now. Come on, Cam. Oh, the fly boys are coming back, but I think Cam's going to just hold it. Noè's coming. Oh, no. Oh, Ponti got it at the end. Cam just fourth. Oh.
Wow.
Ceccon for third. Chalmers for second.
Wow.
Oh, Cam was there for 35, 40 meters. 22.97 for Noè for win.
Wow. Incredible.
Look how hairy Ceccon is. What's that all about, Chad? The hairy boy. He's like a woolly mammoth.
Yeah, you know how we like to do it sometimes in the World Cups. Keep the beard, keep everything long until the World Champs. So I was watching on TV. I was a little delayed here, but was it Noè that was like fourth, and then he came back at the end, or was that Ceccon?
I think it was.
I'm a little confused.
Noè was trailing a little bit and really come through.
Okay.
Cam was winning by loads.
Okay.
And just faded in the last sort of 5-6 meters to fourth. It was really close actually. I don't know how Ceccon got over the top of Cam. Ceccon must have beaten Cam by 0.01. Like it looked like Cam was ahead, but Ceccon just got the bronze.
Wow, that's a tight finish, man. Even Chalmers 22.
I don't think so because it was 22.97, so it must have all been 23.0. Let me try and getting results for this meet is so hard. Getting anything from this meet is so hard. Except we're watching the live stream, so I shouldn't moan too much. I've got results here. I'll tell you the results momentarily.
Oh, that's great, man. It's a good time. Anyway, great season swim for everybody. Yeah, interesting. I think it's going to be crazy for Commonwealth. I mean, for Australia, 2 guys are going 22s 50 fly. It's quite, it's quite an interesting dynamic.
Oh, here we. Oh, it's a PB for Cam.
There we go.
23.05.
23.0, right? Oh, wow. It's a fast swim, man.
Crazy. There's 10 grand for the win there. 0.08 from 10 grand to nothing. Like that's. Let me just check. That was a PB for Cam. I know his PB is 23.0 something, but I think that was a small margin.
Yeah, same thing, Sonny. Yeah. Come on.
0.02.
200. Yeah, we call it a PB, man. We call it a PB.
No, his PB was 07, so that was a 0.02 PB.
That's good.
It's not a PB for the other boys.
Chalmers was probably the most impressive there, I think.
He's been 22 before.
Has he been 22 before? Really?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. He's been like 22.8 at like maybe the Bergen Swim Fest last year when he was swimming pretty fast.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
22.89 at Stockholm last year. 22.89.
That's impressive. I mean, I think that 53 yesterday, whenever it was, I mean, the most impressive part of it all was seeing 21.5, which is like a guaranteed medal for the last 60 years of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Right? Silver at the Olympics, and he was a full body length behind. I mean, that's like the margin of victory was crazy, right? I mean, you look at like 21.5 is a crazy time, right? Let's just like take a second to like 21.5 is crazy. I mean, even I think Chalmers was 22.0, right? 21.9.
Yeah, 22.0. 22.0.
I mean, it looked like 3 seconds between first and second, you know?
It was the most ridiculous like margin victory I've ever seen at an Elite 53. Like, yeah, the perspective of what 20.8 looks like is the crazy thing.
No, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. I mean, even like Dressel back in 2021, when he was the 21, 0, 21.1, and Manadou and Bruno were 21.5s. I mean, that was a massive victory. That was a massive. That was the biggest victory in the 53 history, during that event. And now, I mean, another 0.25 quicker is like, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. It really is.
That's at 25. That's Cam. That's the rest of the field. Look at that. These other guys are going 22. They're all going 22 lows. And
crazy. What was he through the 25? It must have been like 9.94 something, right?
9.32. 9.32 to the head.
9.32 to the head. Okay, amazing. Well, you saw my 25 I sent you yesterday. 9.99 yesterday to the head.
9.9.
I think I was a 9.9 at the end of training. Yeah. I was excited after seeing that 53.
There's some pretty interesting stats. I was talking to Cam a little bit earlier about some of the numbers, some of the stuff he does in training, and how it's like equated to what he done. So the first session I turned up with Cam, I flew in from UK to Brisbane. I landed on Thursday, and on Friday I went in, didn't film anything, and just watched the first session. And he went his fastest ever 25 freestyle in training. Obviously, everything's like electronic timed, 9.31. And like so that was his to this day, that's his fastest he's ever been in training.
Wow.
And then
that's
in this race, 9.32 to the head. That's the hand. To the hand, yes.
So 9.3 is his PV to the touch. That's like the world record to the touch, right?
That was the fastest time ever to the touch. And
wow.
But that's also like so the fastest he's ever been in training is equated to literally what he's done now.
What he's done in the race, yeah.
In the race. And there's a lot of the time, so he does like a lot of segment stuff. So he's really working on like 15 to 25. And the numbers in the race were like equivalent to the best times he's done in training. So everything sort of made a lot of sense, which is really cool to see. I guess it's just like you hitting lots of 50s, 200 race pace, then going to the Olympics and, hitting them race pace 50s in a race. But we're talking about 15s and 10 meter splits instead of 50 meters.
Incredible, man.
But as someone like yourself who's done, you've done every bit of hard work there is to do in the pool. You've done the grindier sets, the threshold, the big sets of 50s, 100s, 200s. When you see that video of Cam's training, that week of his training, what does that make you feel like? How did your head think about that?
No, I mean, obviously I've heard about it for the last 3 years. I think from 23, it's been quite well documented, but not maybe as much as since you won the Olympics, right? But I think for me, it's more, I mean, I know it's weird. I think for me, it's mixed emotions. I feel like excited about the fact that like swimming is changing because I've always been, Sonny, you know how it is. I've always believed, especially with the young kids, we shouldn't be pushing as much as traditionally we have done in the past, But it's just great to see that you can still push into your 30s. I mean, he swam a world record at 32, right? Back, just for context of people listening, I mean, Michael Phelps retired for the first time in 2007, our greatest, Olympian of all time. you know, and people that go past 28, 29, 30 are deemed like unplayable, right? And now Cam is showing us that we can be the best in history into our 30s, which is amazing. And, you know, you get the likes of Nick Santos, you know, winning world short course titles, I think in his early 40s. So it's great to see. I mean, for me personally, I've also changed my training a bit. I've obviously had the year off, you know, so I'm, you know, making a comeback this year. But yeah, obviously been focusing a bit more on the sprints and, you know, changing it up and seeing what's actually, you know, what actually works. But it makes sense what he's doing, right? And we've spoken
Yeah.
about it a bit off camera, Sonny, but it makes sense. I mean, it's like, why does Usain Bolt only run 1.5 Ks total
Yeah.
in like 2-3 days when he's sprinting 100 meters? It makes sense. So why are we swimming 4 5 Ks to swim 50 seconds or 21 seconds, right? Doesn't make
I
sense.
think that like I think I'm glad you just said that, because that's what I see when these people. A lot of coaches are like contesting what he's doing and all this, and what it makes sense, right? Like I don't understand how anyone can see it and go, that doesn't make sense. And we're talking about a 50-meter race here. We're not talking about 400 freestyle or two fly.
Of course.
Anything with an aerobic component needs aerobic training.
Yes.
But there's no
100%.
he raced at 20.8 seconds. There's no aerobic component to that.
There's no aerobic.
That's all your anaerobic system. That's all that, you know, your ATP system lasts for 15 seconds, but with the dive and with the underwaters, that's basically how much he's swimming anyway. It's a completely anaerobic event, and that means you don't have to do all of that low level stuff, that long stuff. It makes, in fact, it would actually dull your knife. It will actually slow you down and detrain you.
Yeah.
But going back to what you said about the older swimming, it's something I'm really passionate about, like seeing people keep swimming longer. I think as a sport, we have big dropout rates. So many great swimmers quit at 16, 8. I mean, when did Ian Thorpe quit? I think he was like 24 or something.
22. You know, he was 22 the first time. Came back
really?
in October 2011.
Yeah.
You know, he made
that comeback. Yeah.
Yeah, like 6-7 years later. But like, it's crazy to think, man. It's like, and I think it's also because, you know, you look at a guy like, you know, we can use Phelps for example. I think it's probably the best example, where he retired at 27 for the first time, right? Came back, retired again at 31, but like, because he was so good and he was world champion at 15, probably doing, I don't know what mileage it was, 60,000, 70,000 a week, whatever. I don't know, 60, 70, 80K a week from 11, 12, 13. So like, I understand, you know, when you look at it contextually and you see a guy that was winning and dominating from 15 years of age, where most guys are like in their 20s when that starts to happen. You know, it makes sense why they retire early. I mean, yeah, for me, I mean, I've come from obviously hard, you know, like similar kind of background. You know, with Graham, we pushed really, really hard early on. But I was lucky enough, and I really mean this. Is this Gretchen? Sorry.
Gretchen just won the
Looks
50
like
fly.
Gretchen.
Yeah.
20, 25, right? Yeah, that looks crazy fast.
I think it was a 24. I think it was a 24.
Wow. But I mean, I honestly, you know, we've spoken about this off camera many times, but I really believe that like the reason I'm still swimming into my, you know, I'm 34 this year, is because of my dad. Because my dad saw other swimmers from around South Africa dominate at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? And then they're not swimming at 18, 19, 20, or they're getting slower from 17 onwards, which makes no sense because they're child stars, right? So my dad had the foresight to see that. So I never pushed as a youngster. I only started really pushing from about high school, from about 14 years old. Before that, I was still playing soccer. I was still, you know, playing rugby, running around, you know. So yeah, it's interesting. It's cool to see how it's evolved. And I mean, you know, you listen to Cameron's story and see what he's actually like what he's gone through in his life, and now how he's made like a full circle and everyone doubted him. I mean, let's not forget, everyone's praising him now for the world record, but in 2023, 2022, everyone, you know, after 21 Olympics, everyone laughed at him, right? All the coaches wrote him off, and now look where he is now. It's impressive. It's really impressive to see.
It takes a lot of perseverance for sure. There's a great clip of you. You posted it on your Instagram. I think it was from a podcast with the Unfiltered Water. But you said, like, you know, a lot of parents come and say, "Oh, what was you doing for 200 fly at 11 years old? My 11-year-old daughter or whatever swims 2 fly." And you kind of said something. You replied something similar to what you just said there about your dad.
Yeah.
You know, keeping you involved. You were playing football at a high level at young ages and doing other sports as well, weren't you? So, I think we lose that in our sport. And you sell yourself short. I think you won a world title. You won 2 world titles, 100, 200 fly. Was you 32 or 31 still? In 2022.
I was 31, yeah. So
31.
22, I was 31. And then, I mean, it's weird, Sonny. I think it's exactly, you hit the nail on the head. It's perfect what you said. You know, you look at a lot of the sport, and it's a young man and woman sport because of the fact that we push so hard at a young age, you know, and we almost get burnt out mentally before we obviously get burnt out physically for sure, but it's very hard to kind of keep pushing, knowing I've got to do 65, you know, Ks this week. I mean, it's ridiculous, you know, like if I had to go on Monday tomorrow and I know that I've got to do 60 Ks, I mean, I've been swimming in the national team half of my life, 2009. So I'm 17 years now, right? Am I right in the math? 17 years I've been on the national team. Last year was the first year I never participated in the national team. So if I can't off a Commonwealth, things go well this year, we've got a short course in China. This will be my 17th or 16th year. Half of my life, right, has been dedicated to the national team. That's not junior nationals. That's, you know, the Dolphins for the Australians, the US national team. That's, you know, so it's hard mentally to keep going. I think that's why it's important that people look for new innovations to try and change their training. I mean, you know, I've just opened my academies now in South Africa. We've got 5 swim clubs at the moment. We're going to have 20 by the end of this year in South Africa. And I spoke to my parents last week, Thursday. We had a meeting with about 100 parents. We had a little Zoom meeting, and we spoke about how we don't want child stars. Yeah, we're happy that you're here. We're happy you're passionate and you love swimming and you love being a part of the academy. But we want you guys to still be kids. That's very, very important. And I think that podcast was with the Unfiltered We Are. It was actually a great podcast. It was amazing. We did that at the World Cup. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, so it was good.
I'm going to find the link to put it in the chat now so people can go watch it if they haven't watched it. Yeah. But my coach growing up, we didn't swim weekends. We didn't train weekends, and there was the same reason. My coach always said, "Kids have got to have a time to be a kid. You know, have a weekend off school, off swimming, and just go play with your friends 100%. And do all of this." And obviously, we have competitions that take up weekends. You know, lots growing up. So it's important to have that time to be a kid. But I've just put that podcast Chad done with Unfiltered Waters. It's in the comments. Go click on that and give that a listen. It's a great podcast. One of the things that Cam does, like, is so great about Cam's training that's underrated and not talked about, is he has so many things that are set up to win, to get PBs. And I think for kids even more so, this is so important. But you could go weeks, Chad, with the training you do, you know, these big long sets where you don't really win anything. Every single time we went in with Cam, he won something. It might have been a PB in the gym. He'd done a 3-rep max, or he'd done his fastest pull-up ever, or he'd done his fastest in the pool. It might be he'd done his fastest 15 to 25 meter segment with 1 kilo of resistance. But every session, he gets on the rope and he fucking pops off, Chad. Like, you know, he loves it. He gets excited when he gets a PB. But how important is that, just to be able to go in and, like, every session win something, get a personal best, and like give you that, you know, that excitement? Because it's boring, and like, it's so boring to just go and do 2200 slowly, and you do like, and your coach goes, "Good job, man. See you tonight. We're doing it again." You know, like, if you can just set up something to win in them sessions, especially at young ages, I think that's so big. Got Adam Chillingworth in the comments, Chaddy. Shout out Adam Chillingworth. What's up, Adam? Well, he said he loves me, but he doesn't love you, Chad. Wow.
Yeah, that hurts me a lot, Adam. We spent a lot of weeks together on tour, and you don't love your boy anymore, eh?
Wow, that's Adam. We're gonna have words after this. Wow. There's a cool interview with Zhang Yufei saying that Cam invited her to train, and look, Cam is very serious. Like, Cam, if you flew out to Brisbane right now, you can go and train with Cam as much as you want. You know, you go into his center, you do sessions with him. So this is not a joke. He was dead serious. Zhang would be welcome. Zhang was saying she watched the video I put out and was like really curious about this training, really interested. Yes. I can imagine it's very different to what they're doing in China. Adam, there we go. Chad, love you even more. Miss you. He's redeemed himself.
There we go. That makes me happy.
Good boy. Someone said, do we know if Cam had a taper leading this meet? So yeah, look, Cam was shaved for this meet. He had a deload, a rest. So his season has different phases, different blocks. So in his current blocks, he was really working that 15 to 25 segment. He hadn't gone past 25 meters in training since before Singapore World Champs, so last August. His next phase is where he starts he calls it speed endurance. He's going to start doing 30s, 35s, even some 40s. And then he has another taper. But yes, he was, by all intents and purposes, he was rested, he was shaved. And yeah, the idea was to swim really fast, which is what he did. Guys, if you've got questions for Chad, let us know in the comments. Chad's all here to chat. When have you got trials for commies? Are you going to? Is it Port Elizabeth? Is it Durban this year?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, we unfortunately the Durban pool's not ready yet. You know, South African politics.
Yep.
Yeah, same pool that we were at in 22, Sonny. So
Yep.
PE.
The shallow pool.
Yeah, I think like I'm flying off in 3 weeks. We have 3
Oh,
weeks
wow.
on Wednesday. We start racing. Yeah, so it's gonna be nice. I mean, yeah, first time really racing long course since Paris. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I feel good. Feel really good. Is that Ankush? What's up, Ankush? How are you, brother? Miss you too, man. Maybe not Frankfurt as much, but I miss you, brother. Respectfully.
What are you racing? Where are you racing at trials? You're going to go 50 fly, 100 fly, 53, 100 free?
No, just a 50 fly, 50 free, 100 fly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wanted to do 50 back, but it's the same day as the 100 fly.
Okay.
Yeah, so 100 fly day 2 for me, and then I got a day off, and then I got 50 free. First time really doing that, so we'll see how that goes. And then 50 fly on the last day. So just those three. Obviously, the relays will be important for us.
Yep.
But yeah, the goal is really just to qualify right now. Again, I feel strong. I'm probably the strongest I've ever been. Yeah, strongest in the gym for sure. You know,
Yep.
Weighted pull-ups are not quite 70 kilos, but I'm doing 20 kg weighted pull-ups, which is nice, which is good for me.
Wow. What?
Which is good for me.
That's not just that's an understatement. Like when I was
people don't know how bad I'm at pull-ups, man.
a body weight pull-up, maybe 3 or 4 reps was tough a few years ago.
Exactly.
So 20 kilos.
Nah, thank you, man. I did 3 rounds of 10 yesterday, actually, at the end of practice, just to yeah. So, but good. I mean, I feel strong, really happy. You know, I've got a lot going on outside the pool, so it's been a bit of an interesting 6 months for me. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Sonny, we've got 7,400 kids in our Learn to Swim program at the moment in South Africa.
Oh, good. Wow.
So we're gonna have we got another 300 that signed up the first quarter for the academies. So we're gonna have close to 10,000 people before Commonwealth, you know, and with the Virgin Academy, you know.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be awesome, and we really are putting in some programs to take some of the kids with me overseas to like World Cups, to Mare Nostrums potentially, you know, obviously not for Commonwealth and stuff like that, but stuff that we can do together. So it's really great, man. We need to have you come back, Sonny. You and Neems need to come back for 2 weeks, man. Come check it out.
We would love that. We would love that. Yeah, mate. I've been watching from afar what you're doing, but I mean, we know how big Virgin Active are, mate. You've renovated that pool that we used to train at back in Point in Cape Town. I saw Richard Branson was there. He was diving in with you guys, opening that pool.
Yeah.
How many pools across the country are running your academy? Like, there's got to be a fair few, right?
Yeah, so we only got 5 at the moment. We've got 5 pools currently. We're going to do 20 this year, and then 30 next year, 2027. So yeah, we actually look if there's any coaches that need, you know, we are hiring. We are definitely hiring international coaches. We've obviously got a lot that we've signed up now. So we've got 10 that are currently working for us. We've got some really big coaches that we're going to announce after nationals. We've got a really exciting coach that we're going to announce soon. Wow. Which I'm very excited about. But yeah, no, it's been a blessing, man, this project. And for me, you know how I've always felt about giving back to the next generation, son. You know, like that's something that I'm very passionate about.
You're unparalleled in that regard. Honestly, Chad, you're so good with you know, inspiring the kids, and I know it's very important to you. So yeah, it's great to see you doing this. And I think it's really exciting for the next generation of South African swimming. Kind of got one of the next generation jumping in here. I really like his cap. You've seen Peter's cap here. It's like black with gold RSA on the side.
Yes, I did see
really
that.
Nice.
Is Peter
really
next? Is Peter next race or is this Peter?
It's 2 back. Yeah, he's lane 6.
Lane 6. All right.
He's kind of the next generation, right? Like, what is he now? Is he 22?
No, he's the man. Peter. People that don't understand, like, he is so underrated, man. Like this young boy came to 2021 trials and he qualified as a 16. I think he just turned 17, right? People forget now, the guy's been to 2 Olympics and he's 21 or 20. Yeah, 22 this year, I think.
Yeah, 22
I
this
mean,
year,
he's
yeah.
been to 2 Olympics, guys. He's going to be
Look at him.
23 at his 3 Olympics. Yeah, he's incredible, man.
Oh
Like
my God, he's going.
no,
Oh, he's
he's the
really
real
going.
deal.
26-0. Woohoo, Chatty, he's at 26-0 to the feet.
Damn, man. Yeah, I'm a little behind you on the TV. Oh, I'm watching the TV. Yeah, 26-0. Yeah,
Whoa.
he's crazy, man.
He
Wait, what
had
race
a
is this?
massive
200
move.
back.
200 back, yeah.
Looks like he's swimming 100 back.
Yeah. It looks like he's doing the 100
What's he
back,
going to
yeah.
flip in now?
It's gonna be like
55 or
54,
something.
right? Oh, this is really quick. Chad, this is really quick. Is it 54? 55-1. 55-1.
55-1, yeah. 55-1.
I mean, if he comes back in 59, it's a 154.
Damn, man.
Let me see what his PB is. His PB is, I think, 154.
No, 153.8. He did it at.
Oh,
He did it now at Singapore.
his Singapore meet was amazing, wasn't it? How amazing was he in Singapore?
Oh, mate.
I just tried to get Peter Coetze's results up. I got Ryan Coetze's results up.
Yeah, Nick's actually trying to call me. He's watching the live stream.
I
We're going to rugby now. Actually, rugby's kicking off in an hour, so I actually have to, after this race, I'm going to have to bounce.
have to go, yeah.
What's he turning on here? 120? What was it? 120?
I missed it. His
125
PB is 153.3. That's
29.9
crazy.
there. Man, he's going at least 155 here.
Wow, he could be. Wow, he is the man, isn't he? I was going to say he could be the man.
He is the man, guys. I mean, listen, what he did before. Remember, he went to youth games 2 weeks before, and he went 52-0 or something.
Yeah.
Right? You know how much pressure that was for him to come in and deliver and be the world champ?
Yeah.
Right? What time is it? That 150.
I think it was 155 in the end.
155, eh? Wow. Amazing. Amazing, Pete. You're the man, brother. 155.57, right?
155.57.
Unbelievable, man.
What's going on with youth nationals in South Africa? This guy keeps asking. I have no idea.
Yeah, so youth, ask Chad what the thoughts are on the new youth nationals. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, man. It's so the youth nationals, it's like youth, and so we have Sanjay, which is like our level 3, which is like our junior nationals, which is usually like a month or two before. But now they've implemented this youth nationals where, basically, I think it's under 23, under 24 swimmers can compete. I mean, look, it's cool. I think it's nice if you want to have an opportunity to race before nationals.
Yep.
It's obviously a little bit tricky for some of the youngsters, that are knocking on the door to make Commonwealth, to have a full rest and then kind of go again. You almost want to keep that taper going. But yeah, I mean, I've always liked, Sonny, we used to like racing a month before. I always like racing a month before a big meet, unshaved and, just kind of starting a rest and just seeing where we're at. Traditionally, I've always done pretty well with that. Racing that like Ceccon meet before the Olympics. So really, interesting concept. We'll see.
Are you going to go Ceccon this year?
I don't know. To be honest, my decision on what I'm going to be doing is going to be based off nationals, my program. Okay. So obviously, I'm going to see how things go. But the plan is to get out for probably like the Morin Ostrom tour. Okay. We're going to bring some of the swimmers with us, and then we're just going to see how many guys qualify from like the academy side, because then we can bring a bunch of coaches and we can do like a whole team tour. That's the plan. But probably probably Morin Ostrom, and then I think Commonwealth's the 23rd of July. So that's that's right about that time. I think 1st or 2nd of July is the Ceccon. So I'll probably stay in Europe. Maybe go to Turkey for a little bit. So we'll see. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I'm going to do Ceccon with some of my swimmers, and I'll talk to you afterwards. But we're going to run a little camp before Ceccon, maybe in Rome. So maybe you can.
Oh really?
Swim
okay, that's
Rome.
good. Yeah, you must be posted. I'd love to chat about that. That'll be good.
And Cam's doing Ceccon as well. So he's going to be in Rome the week before, and maybe we can make something happen there.
Sounds good.
If you fancy doing some sprinting.
Hey, the boys are sprinting now, Sonny.
Mate,
boys doing pull-ups. Hey, the boys doing pull-ups, man. The boys doing pull-ups these days, man. All right, guys, I'm going to have to run. All right, Sonny, lovely to chat, brother.
Cheers for coming through, mate. We loved having you. No worries, man. Enjoy the rugby. And hopefully, I'm going to be at Commonwealths as well, I think. So I'm going to see you at some point in the near future. And then we'll come to South Africa
brother.
And show off this brilliant academy, mate. See you
Thank
later,
you,
buddy.
brother. And ciao, guys. Cheers, everybody. Bye.
Oh, there we go. Maybe we'll get another guest. It's going to be hard to top Chad, though. I've got a few people. What time will the 50 fly final be? It's been and gone. The 50 fly was the first final up. This is the presentation. Noè won it 22.97. It was a super close race. Cam was winning for so long, winning for probably 40 meters. And then the other boys just come through. It was 22.97. Then it was Chalmers 23.00, 23.02 for Ceccon, and 23.05, which was a PB. Was a PB for Cam. So 2 out of 2 PBs. Yeah, Peter's wearing the Speedo Pure Valor 2.0, wearing a pretty crazy print. I love these black and gold Speedo Hero cap. Talking of caps, if anyone wants to buy caps, I've got some new caps on my website. All my old ones have sold out. But got these red ones with my logo in white and the GB flag on the other side. I've got these black ones with my logo on one side and the USA flag on another side. I've got the Arena molded silicone, which is still in that black and gold. Black and gold is out for any of the race caps now, which is a real shame. But yeah, if anyone wants to get some cool merch, definitely go check them out. They're the best caps, the 3D soft caps. They're what everyone wears these days. So yeah, cool caps. What else we got? I mean, Chad can't answer now because Chad is gone. But given a 200 is 30% anaerobic, 70% aerobic, I think. Would you maximize the 30% going out fast or the 70% more consistent splits with maybe lower ceiling? Look, it's not linear. It's not one or the other, or, you know, you should be, the more speed you have, the more speed reserve you have, the faster you can go out. And when you do fatigue, the fatigue swimming speed. So if you can go at 23.0 on the first 50 of a 200 freestyle, for example, then even if you drop off 3 seconds, you then hold 26 zeros for the rest of the race. Whereas if you're only at 25.0 first 50 and you drop off 3 seconds, you're holding 28. So yeah, being fast, super important. But obviously you can't, for 200 up, you can't even like begin to fathom not doing that aerobic side, having that aerobic capacity. Aerobic capacity allows you to train sustainable for whole weeks. And it also allows you to obviously keep going fast and hold speed in a race as well. But you've got to balance both sides. And I think we're going to definitely change how we approach swimming, but no one should be doing Cam's approach for like a 400 freestyle without any aerobics, because that just doesn't work really. How did the GBR group do at the French meet? I don't know. Let us know in the comments. If people have some insights on the French results. I saw Angrad won the 100 breaststroke. That's pretty much the only result I've really seen from that meet. There you go. Let me see. Okay, we had a 52.9 from Marit Steenbergen in the women's 100 freestyle. Okay, I've got some results here. Men's 50 fly, Maxime Grousset, 22.84, so quicker than this meet. 23.1, Bilas in second, Costange third, and 23.3. Maxime's looking really, really fast right now. Men's 2 breast, Lucas Matsarev 2:11.5 to win it. Slower than this meet where Arno won it in 2:10.9. Men's 2 fly final, 1:57.6 by Sandro. Shout out to Sajan Prakash, who went at 1:57.0 in Singapore this weekend. What else we got? Men's 100 freestyle. Maxime won it in 48.0. Okay, this meet was quicker, 47.7 from both Chalmers and Jack Alexi. They tied first at this meet. Women's 2 free. Marit for 1:57.7. Freya Anderson 1:58.9. Yeah, it's not fast at all. Women's 100 breaststroke. Yeah, Angrad 1:05.4. She's swimming really well at the moment. Won that by 2.3 seconds. So that's, yeah, super fast. Women's 2 back. Katie Shanahan won it in 2:09. Without the American Australians, that event just feels slow. Marit 24.5, so to win the 53, just ahead of Milu Van Wieck 24.6 and Beryl 24.7, so just slower than Siobhan won this meet at 24.4. Women's 4-3, 4:10. That's not worth looking at. Men's 53 at this meet was 22.0. Wow. Women's 2 breast, Angrad 2:22.0. Yeah, that's good. Men's 2 back, 1:56.0. John Short. Yeah, he's going to have a great year. He's a big up and comer from Ireland. Men's 100 breast, 59.9 from my boy Melvin. Melvin, the German boys 1-2. Melvin and Lucas, they're both like 6'8" and brilliant guys. Big fan of both of them. Jack McMillan 1:47.0 for the 2-3. He's having a cracker of a year. Women's 100 free at 52.9 from Marriott. Anyone going 52 is always a good swim. Women's 2 fly, 208 from Kiana McInnes. Nothing that exciting. Men's 4 IM, 417. Okay. I feel like I heard that we had a 434 from. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 434 from Mary in the 4 AM. That's good. But we did have a 433 yesterday by the 13-year-old Uzidi at this meet. Yeah, look. I mean, if you want to know more about what Cam's doing for training, 1, follow Cam on Instagram. Some great content. 2, check out my video where I made a week in the life of Cam's training. I show you exactly how basically the 4 weeks leading into this competition looked, because he'd done the same week 4 weeks in a row. You can see the assisted stuff he's doing, the resisted stuff, the body weight stuff. But basically, he uses assisted. He uses the 1080 machine, which is very expensive. And he uses weighted assistance at different levels of assistance to go the same speed, which is a 20.9 speed. That was his assisted speed. So he's going 20.9 speed for 25s, using basically descending the effort. So the first time, the assist basically does all the work for him, and then he gets a little less assist each time. And the idea is that he's going at race speed without having to give the metabolic effort and fry his CNS to go at that speed. So he does that on his lower intensity days. It's not the same as using a bungee where you just sort of don't feel anything. I actually tried this assisted effort. I went at 23.6 pace, which is would be a small PB for me. And I was like, I thought it was gonna be like when you have a bungee and you're just like, oh, like you're swimming downhill. But I was like, oh wow, this is like, you have to put some effort in, but you really feel the technique, you feel the catch. It felt really good, and that's how he uses assisted swimming. Go click this link. Honestly, this link is it's as I said, he done this week of training 4 weeks in a row, then rested, then swam the world record. So it's a pretty monumental piece of documentary of sprint swimming training. So yeah, go watch that. Also, if people are interested in some great training products, I have a big discount on my website right now on all my my raw speed program. It's going to be to the end of the day, and then I'm going to turn all the discounts off because there's some ridiculous discounts. Raw speed is from £200 to £20.88. Middle distance program is down from £149 to £20.88. There's a theme here. Everything's at £20.88, which, as I said, is, I don't do these ridiculous sales often, but I think this was such a monumental day in the realm of swimming that I just had to do it. And I hope you learn something from these programs. They're great sessions from coaches, from master swimmers, from anyone really. Like you're going to benefit from these products. And yeah, go check out my shop. You also support me a lot. So yeah, go check that out there. It's good stuff. Means a lot to me. Did Cam do many sprints and training on fly? I'll be honest, I saw him swim two sprints on his low day, not in the race suit, fly the whole time I was there. I went to pretty much 3 weeks of every session over a 4-week period. On one of his low days, which was Wednesdays, where he done some of his assisted work, he done some 10 meters, he done 2 or 3 10 meters with 10 kilos on the 1080, which is way more than some of his others. And it's so like 10 meters with 10 kilos. Let me try and find a video of one of these sprints. I did actually put it on my Instagram story at the time, but yeah, that was the extent of Cam's flight. Everything else is on freestyle. Yeah, it's great. How did Peter Coetze explode like that? He's a beast. Look, Chad was saying earlier on this show, he first burst onto the scene when he was 16, making the Olympics, and he's had a pretty steady improvement since then. He's only 21 now, so having that big breakout last summer is hardly unexpected from someone who was so talented at a young age, has all the work ethic, all the brilliant, components, a great coach in Rocco Marion up in Tux. And yeah, the breakout we saw, 153.3 from him last year, shouldn't be a surprise. And it's a pretty natural progression. It's not a surprising progression, natural progression for sure. Let me see if I can find this this footage of Cam doing some butterfly in training somewhere on my phone so you guys can see. But yeah, he went 23.05 earlier today, which was a PB. Not on the same level as his 20.8, obviously, and just off the podium in 4th place, which is a shame because you get money for the medals. Yeah, I'm going to get my hands on the enhanced game suit. Don't you worry. I've not spoke much on the enhanced games, but I do want to talk about the suits because I'm the swimsuit guy and I like suits. So we will talk about the suit at some point. Why is it I saw 2 people beat their 53 PB by 0.5 and the PB was set earlier that day suited? That sounds ridiculous to me. That sounds ridiculous. You're going to have to give me more context because there's no way a brief is faster than a suit unless the suit is completely ill-fitting, which seems to be the case here. All right, I found. There you go. All right, I'm going to put it over onto the computer and then I'm going to show you some cam flying training. We've got the women's 100 back final coming up. As far as I know, Anta suits, I've never tried one. If anyone can help me get one, someone's in China can get me an Anta suit. Anta is a big Chinese sports brand, kind of like how Japan have Desante, which make the Arena Japan suits. And Anta and Speedo work together. The Anta suits aren't Speedo suits exactly, but they are made by Speedo. And we're seeing people like Zhang Yufei and in the past Panjan Li wear these. So if anyone can get me an Anta suit, I will review it. Yeah, look, that's like it makes complete sense. I mean, his trajectory was like this. He qualified for the Olympics at 16. At 20, starts popping up at World Cups, and at 21, smashes the World Championships, wins plenty of medals. So, yeah. Ceccon in season, you can't even make any judgment. Ceccon can go any time. He can be fast in season, slow in season. But one thing I do know is he always delivers when it comes to race day. This guy is epic. He's a competitor at anything from a 50 fly to a 200 IM. Obviously, the world record holder in the 100 back. I mean, look, the thing with tech suits is any tech suit can be worn for any race, So, yes, you can wear the Royal MT for 100 fly. It's a great suit. It's a great suit for pretty much anything. But I would recommend the PW personally. So, yeah, that's what I would recommend. Let me see if I can add this video file. No, I can't yet. We'll be able to soon. And we'll watch the women's 100 backstroke. Oh. So, yeah, this was basically the extent of the fly chain. And he might have done a little bit more fly after I left, but this was 10 kilos resistance. And, yeah, 10 meters fly. There we go. That was Cam's fly training. On one of his low days, as I said, not suited. How many strokes is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 strokes fly. Done, I think 3 reps, maybe 4 reps that day. Yeah, that's the extent of fly training for Cam. He really likes the freestyle training, funny enough, and it paid off. Specificity is everything. Molly O'Callaghan doing the 100 back stroke. It's pretty exciting. Does he feel much at 1 kilo resistance? Yeah, you do. 3 kilos is the equivalent of a red parachute, a finished red parachute, the standard parachute. Yes, so you do feel it, but it's not crazy resistance. It connects the stroke. And also a lot of the sprints in the video I showed you, he's actually having the resistance come in at 10 meters to 20 meters. So he does 0 to 10 without resistance, 10 to 20 with resistance, and 1 or 2 kilos. And yeah, makes a lot of sense. Regan Smith in lane 4, Molly O'Callaghan in lane 6. Do you think Dressel will come back? Dressel is coming back. He's racing, he's competing, he's training. He's got a great team. He's using the ASP guys for his strength. He's swimming with the name's Steve Youngbluff for his swimming training. He's commuting a few times a week to train with him. He's got a brand new suit with De Boer. The suit looks good. I didn't like the first De Boer suit at all, but I was actually talking to Caleb over message the other day for a good amount of time. He's super excited by the suit. This is someone who's worn Mizuno at the highest level, so he's really excited by that. Wow, did we just see Regan's turn there? Sorry, let's just talk about this race because Regan just crushed even Molly off that turn. Molly looked good to 50, and Regan, I mean, she's the world record holder in this, and she is flying. That's exceptional 50 meters to 65 meter there. And not really extending the lead beyond that, but she's going to win this race by a comfy body length over Molly O'Callaghan. 57, 58 low, maybe. Hate how we're not getting instant results. It's really, really irking. Let me see if I can get a. Okay, I do have a results up on my phone. Okay. By the time I get the results up, it takes so long to load. The results do eventually come up on the screen. See if I beat them. Just got this buffering. Oh, there we go. 57.91. Molly 58.64, and then third 59.53. Oh, popped up on screen. Well, apparently I missed it, but yes, 57.91. Great swim. Do you think Ceccon has a chance for medal at European Championships in Paris? Oh, hell yeah. Jan is the man. This guy's just, again, his trajectory is like this. You're going to see some big things from Jan Ceccon. 6-foot world champs last year, 155.3 in the two bag. Yeah, he's absolutely 49.6 short course 100 back. National record end of last year, medal short course European. So yeah, absolutely. I've never had my hands on a Ian Thorpe suit. There's different types of them. So like you can get some on eBay that are quite expensive, but I don't know if they're the ones he actually was using. 3 kilos the same as a finished red shoe. How do he measure that? Interesting. Well, that's just what he's worked out. I don't actually know how he worked that out, but he's a smart guy and he doesn't really guess things. He didn't say it's an identical. He just said if you was going to compare a red shoe to the 1080, it would be 3 kilos. It's not like objective data, but it's as close as you can. All these things feel slightly different, but yes, 1080 can feel comparable to Destro, and Tim Lane, Cam's coach, has made like an extension cord for his Destro. So that basically he can do the same thing. So when he's working with his 100 guys, they're doing, say, 35s where the resistance comes in at 20 to 35. So they have 20 meters free, and then the resistance comes in. They get 15 resisted. Can do some really cool stuff. Yeah, I did a session with Cam. I've done the whole, like, it was one day when no one else was in. It was just me and Cam. We'd done the whole workout together. Yeah, I got him once. I was doing his gym sessions with him actually, because it's really easy to do filming and gym at the same time. And I like going to the gym. It's much harder to be super involved on like the content creation side while also doing every workout. But I did do one. It was a session that wasn't filmed in any capacity or anything. But yeah, really, really cool. In the evolution of Cam, like I can't speak absolutely on what Cam done, only what my insight has from both talking to him and being on poolside. But like before that original big breakout he had in 2023, winning the Worlds in Fukuoka, 21.06. I think he was pretty much just using things like Destro and Red Shoe. I don't think he had a 1080 yet. Now the 1080 is so good, so easy to use, so efficient, so effective, and so smart. And you would hope so, like whatever it is, like $15,000 or whatever crazy price it's got. That yes, he's just basically pretty much using the 1080. He did use a Destro a couple of times on his low days, but when it's his like high suited up days, yeah, he's using the 1080 for anything that has resistance. Do you think anyone will break Cam's record in a few years? I think Cam has so many reasons why he's broken this world record, but I think like two things that really stand out to me, obviously the training side of things, but also his technique. I think because he's so willing and open to share about his training, as long as people adopt it, which they should at an elite senior sprint level, and can learn from his technique, that high body position, then yeah, I do think we can see someone break. I mean, one day it will be broken for sure, but I also don't think we've seen that the ceiling of Cam. I think the floodgates are going to open, and I think Cam's going to go on a bit of a tear. He's racing a lot in Europe this summer. Obviously, we're still at 2 years to the Olympics, and he's still just building brick by brick all the little things. And I feel like he's really refined that first 25. And I still think, he's got plans to refine that second 25 a lot more. The next thing we're going to see him work is that sort of 15 to 35 segment. And yeah, I think we're going to see Cam break the world record next. And then, yeah, at one point, people will also move the needle on. Yeah, the 50 flies happened, Joe. If you could rewind this back to the start, because it's the first race. If you don't want a spoiler, you could just rewind this video. No, he does not use EOS Swim Better. He doesn't use EOS Swim Better. Again, watch the video I put out if you want to see some some insight into what he is using and stuff. But yeah, no, he's not using the EU Swim Better EO. Sorry. Do you think anyone will go under 20.5? One day, yeah. I hope so in my lifetime. Yeah, back to Jan Jake. He's a dog. Yes, Adam knows. Adam knows. The boys on. Some good questions coming in. I'm going to try and make sure I've not missed anything. Dressel will come back. I hope Dressel comes back. I love watching Dressel swim at his best. He's great. China gets Anta swimsuits, and I don't know if they get other stuff. Japan obviously has Goldwyn make speedo suits there, and Descent make arena suits there. 3 times around is harder, even though he can. Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, like this meet was set up to swim well. He had a really cruisy 22.0 in the heats, and then could obviously go away out in the final. It's not the same as a championship meet, having to actually really compete for 3 rounds. But I mean, now he can ease through rounds because he's a 20.8 guy. But he's got meets in this, like Commonwealth Games is not the same as the Olympic and World Champs, so that will be easier for him to navigate around. And he's got some heat final swims in Europe as well. So yeah, no, it's really good. Well, I mean, first of all, how could you bet against Cam right now after yesterday's swim? But also, don't underestimate that 19.9 from Crooks. Cam was 9.32 to the head at 25 yesterday. Jordan Crooks was 9.56 to the feet when he broke that world record. So that's pretty comparable. I'd actually say Cam's 9.32 is better than 9.56 to the 9.32 to the head is better than 9.56 to the feet, would be my estimate. There's no black and white on that. But the Jordan Crooks' best part of his race is that 25 to 40 segment because he's great underwater, and that's where it comes. Is Adam Peaty come back? Yeah, Adam Peaty raced literally last weekend. He may be racing at Giant Open as well. But Adam Peaty raced last weekend. Let me see if he raced at Giant Open. He won the 50 breaststroke at Edinburgh International and come 4th in the 100, 27 and 60 point. Let me see if he raced at Giant Open. Yeah, he did. He come 4th in 60.79. So he's got some way to go. I mean, actually, there's not miles between Cam and Dressel start now. Cam has the best reaction time at 0.53. So, yeah, there's not actually as big as you think. You saw what Cam done to Jack Alexi. And even in this 50 fly tonight, he was so far ahead of everyone in the 50 fly. But, I mean, what Caleb has is he's a natural athlete. Perhaps the best natural athlete we've ever seen in a swimming pool. Someone like Shane Cass and Jordan Crooks are up there in that debate. But he's springy. He's naturally bouncy. I mean, he can vertical leap like an NBA star. And that's part of it. He has great kinetic energy coming through with that massive coupling motion with the arms coming over on his start. And obviously then he's a great underwater kicker. Caleb is in the argument for the best underwater kicker in the sport's history with Tom Shields, Noè Ponti, and Jordan Crooks. That's probably my 4. Add someone else in if you think I'm missing someone. Do you think Cam will lower his world record at Commonwealth? Look, he's not even had a full prep for this. He traditionally will be faster in the summer, and I hope he will do in that period. Which tech suits are you reviewing or going to review? I've got some exciting ones. I'm going to be one second. Obviously the big one I've got to review still is the suit that Cam wore yesterday. This is the Mizuno GX Sonic. It's the Mizuno GX Sonic PW. It's the latest sprint suit from Mizuno. Pretty crazy colorway. Still don't know if I like it, but look at the taping on the back of that suit. Like, honestly, if you're a sprinter and you're not wearing a Mizuno, just look at this taping and tell. And this must look. If you're a sprinter not wearing this suit, I don't know what you're doing. It's just like a low hanging fruit. Like, yeah, wear this suit, right? Wear this suit. Let's bring the racing back. I think this is the A final. So yeah, I'm also going to review the De Boer Dressel Speed 1 tech suit that's coming out. I'm going to try that for the first time on April the 1st. 99 ain't going down. Maybe not, but I wouldn't bet against if Cam wants to work on that to the turn and the 15 off the turn, I wouldn't bet against him. Well, I appreciate that, David. Yeah, Adam Peaty's results 27.7, 6.7. I don't know how long Cam will swim for, but I hope he keeps swimming for a while more because it's great for the sport. And, you know, I think he'll be swimming at least the LA Olympics. And I mean, when I was talking to him, he talks about 2032 being a home Olympics. Not in with a commitment to it, but definitely a curiosity. I'd love to see that race. Jordan Crooks, talking of like how long Cam will swim for, we need Jordan Crooks back in. We need to dress what he's best. And I think sprint freestyle would be at like the very hottest. What did Cam split in the Oz versus World Relay? I think he was 20.2 on the relay split with the relay takeover. 20.2 to 4 or something like that. How Cam changed his fly kick number? I mean, look, he's optimized everything. Like the amount of little micro nuances and details he's doing when he sets up on the blocks, on the take your marks, he's bracing his core, lifting his hips. I'm underselling how much he does there. There's like 6 different cues. Everything's optimized. He holds the line perfectly on entry, doesn't fly kick his feet in, holds the line, and then he's fly kicking perfectly up into a perfect breakout every time. I'm 13 right now. Current time is 28. Went 27 high once. I do go to the gym. I want to go 26. Look, if you're 13, you don't need to be going to the gym, man. Just like go and enjoy swimming and go and enjoy training. Like, don't like any kids out there, don't just do what your coach says. If your coach is not telling you to go to the gym and your program doesn't have gym, don't go and find extra. You've got so many years to add all these things. Like you don't need to go into the gym at 13. I want to go 26 below with a timeliness of 2 months. Do you have any tips for me? Look, don't rush things either. Just keep improving. A PB is a PB. I think one of the worst things we can do as swimmers is try and get upset because we don't break this massive goal in like 1 week. Oh, I went from 28 to 27, but I wanted 25. Like, no, just enjoy the PBs. But Will Petrick had a great 4 a.m. earlier in this meet, went 4:11. Should you stretch every day? I mean, look, like little recovery things, yes. Also, it like depends how like me, I have no mobility. So I should be doing flexibility and mobility stuff every day, which I don't, but I should. And especially if I could go back to young Sonny and make a difference, it would be that. So yeah, if it's a weakness for you, you should absolutely. I think you could add Marchand in the underwater kick and goats as well. Look, in terms of and Phelps and Lochte, in terms of what like Marchand and Phelps do at the end of a 200 free or a 4 a.m., yeah, it's crazy. But you push or dive in and go 25 underwater. Marchand's not hanging with Noè or Dressel. I'm just sorry, he's not. He's not. It's crazy that Alexi went 21.5, which would be best time in the world this year, and finished second. Yeah, by 0.7. Yeah, great stuff. 13-year-old, 28.6. Keep it going, guys. Yeah, just smash it. What does taper look like for Cam? Does he do less meters or just not swim? Look, it's not volume is just like not a metric that he even considers. Like it was only because I worked it out and added it all up that he doesn't track how much he's doing each session or each week or anything. It's just something I put together and it's pretty good clickbaity sort of stuff, but also interesting nonetheless. It's just the intensity. He just drops the intensity. So like in that, like I think it was the Monday. So 1 week before, so he raced, set the world record on a Friday. He flew to China on the Monday, I think, and then the Monday before that, he done his last suit of 25 in training. After that, the intensity just drops. Mizuno's for breaststroke, it's kind of hit and miss. Some people love the Mizuno for breaststroke, some people don't like it. So give it a try. Will Petrick storming away with this 2 IM. Looks great on this freestyle. Big last strokes, 157 something, I think. Yeah, solid swim. It was a 156 junior record, world junior record in Japan yesterday. Really good swim. I don't recommend the Arena and Pulso for anyone. These cheap budget suits from all brands except Mizuno are not worth getting. Get a ex-flagship suit, cheap, or even a used Mizuno off Buyee. You're going to get way more bang for your buck than one of these crappy Arena Speedo. Oh, the Speedo Ignite's terrible. The Arena ST Next. These are not tech suits. You can get cheap budget Mizunos. The GX Sonic Light and is a great suit. So check that out, or just find a used. Like I just picked up 2 brand new Arena Aquaforce Lightning, so like a 6-7-year-old Japanese model, brand new in my size for £30 off of Buyee. So if you want to find good value, get an actual good suit that's just old and not brand new. Even in like the newest like Speedo Pure Valley, you get old colorways for like half the price. Just spend 5 minutes on the internet and you can get value. And I've got some videos showing you how to do that. Have you thought about reselling them? Look, I've talked to Mizuno. If I could get Mizuno with my logo on and put them on my website, I would do it. Stock doesn't exist. It's not like like there's not gatekeeping it. It just doesn't exist. So yes, I would love to resell them or put my logo on them or something, or even make my own version of a Mizuno. But the stock doesn't exist. I don't like saving for backstroke. Well, look, mate, like suits are like they are for what you like or you don't like. You have your own opinion. That's important. You know, like I can only give my advice and my experiences, but ultimately it's whether or not you like something. Cam has swum. He's finished this meet now. He's swum. He's 50 flying, 53. PBs in both. One was a world record. First and fourth. No, he's not been 19.9 yet. I said 20.2 at that Australia meet. I'm glad you love your video. Hey, look, if anyone loves my videos and wants to support me in any way, I hate being like regular on the plugging, but it really goes a long way. I've got some great merch. As I said, these new caps on my website and these new t-shirts. Like these are Arena 3D soft caps. These are what the best swimmers in the world race in at this meet right now with my logo and these flags on. Yeah, 1375. That's a good swim. I've also got these new t-shirts. New t-shirts on my website. These are like 20 quid. All my stuff ships worldwide. Let me make myself big. Got my logo on the front and got this epic design on the back. As I said, it really does support what I'm doing. So I can make you these live streams and bring you these races, but also like go and visit someone like Cam and bring you all that stuff. What level aerobic base or previous training would someone need to effectively train the same way as Cam McEvoy? Honestly, you like if you're training for the 50, aerobic base is not a contention. So just don't listen to all these idiots saying that you need 20 years of aerobic base to sprint properly. If you want to sprint, you go sprint, man. Like you go sprint. Yeah, I think I've watched it 10,000 times. Luckily, it's only 20.88 seconds long. Yes. This guy's made to be a coach, man. He loves it. He loves helping other people. He gets so involved. He's one of the most genuine humans I've ever met. He's one of the most excited, curious, and supportive humans I've ever met. He's fantastic, and he's going to make a phenomenal coach one day. And I can't wait to watch that journey unfold. Yeah, there's a good chance that 46.4 somehow 46.4 is under threat because there's some great swimmers in that event. What do you think about moving on? 50 flyers happened. Yeah, go back into this video. If you start the video, it's the first race of this video. So if you want to watch that, I won't spoil it for you. This year I have a chance to win at Nationals. I want to get the gold. To get there, I need to go 26 points. Yeah, but there's next year as well. Like, I don't know. At 13, you should be thinking about long-term development, not what it can do in the short term to just get over the line, you know. I mean, I'll let Cam answer that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets curious about the 100 freestyle. Thanks for the concern, but not really pushing myself. I know. Yeah, exactly. Cam's training is definitely unique and could be incorporated. Look. There's so much you can extrapolate from Cam's training and put to age group to other events, and it doesn't have to be just low volume sprinting. But I don't see one downside to age group coaches and clubs putting together like one Cam style sprint session, even if it's just dive 25s where you're timing them properly and getting excited and getting some dopamine. Like that's not going to do anything bad, is it? Size 42 arena correspond to a Mizuno. What 42 and what? Like 42. Oh, there's my boy James. Look at him. He looks dapper in the Wild Aquatics kit. Go on, James. Go on, Gibbo. Oh, look at him. Look at the little wry smile on his face. Look at him. He loves it. I don't know. Tell me UK size. Like I wear a size 28 in arena. Not like 42 sounds crazy. Arena Primo is amazing. Arena Primo is great. I've worn Arena Primos from PBs and Arena Primos. Great suit. Arena Impulso don't get. Work it out. Talk to your coach. There's always you're going to improve. You know, you're going to improve. How can preparing a training pool just before the race? Well, I've made a whole video on that, so you can go watch that. Oh yeah. This is my comment. Yeah, go check out my shop. I've got like so many crazy sales on my website right now. Hi. I'm just gonna plug this on my Instagram quickly so people can come watch. Live racing and chat. So don't worry. I'm not ignoring you. I'm going through every comment. So keep these comments coming. I'm loving this. We had Chad earlier. Don't know if we're going to get anyone else come in, but we'll see. See if anyone wants to pop in. Oh. Give me 1 second. 1 second. We got any football fans in the chat? Arsenal, Man City later in the League Cup. Very excited about that. Been enjoying the football this year. Right. Attention back here. Where was I? I'm on the interim list, 200 and 100 fly for age group British champs. I'm on the youngest on the list. How do I improve? 200 flies. Mate, doing a great. Oh, Emily, doing a great job. Look, 100, 200 fly. Keep refining your technique. Work on your underwaters and your streamline. These are so underrated skills. For 200 fly, you've got to do some hard work. You can't excuse that. Push yourself, but talk to your coach. Work on how you can go that extra mile. But just look, anyone out there, age group swimmers, just trust your coach. Listen to what they say. Be communicative with them. Ask them questions. Be curious, and just do it. Like focused swimming will get you the furthest. Focused swimming. Like if you're a fly swimmer, you need to be good underwater, right? You can't excuse that. So if you're currently doing 4 fly kicks every time you push off the wall, let's make it 5 next week. Do that for a few weeks, then make it 6. And most importantly, when you go and race pace, do the fly kicks. Because the harder you work, the easier it is to sacrifice the skills and the quality that you need to be good. Oh, it'd be mental. It'd be epic. Oh my God, I'd love to be on a fly on the wall for that as well. Yeah. Pan has been not close to that 46.4 since the Olympics. I'd like to think he'll be there back one day. Yeah, so he did the mobility. The mobility was part of an earlier phase of his training, and then he there's no mobility in the phase that I watched, but it's a serious component. His strength coach is a mobility coach at the first and foremost. So yeah, there's a big mobility component in there, but that was not part of his phase when I was there. I'd be really curious to see more of that mobility stuff he's done, because 1, I need to get better at it, but 2, I think a lot of people out there need to get better at it. And mobility, how much, like the position you can get in, even if you look at me, like I'm going to I'll show you me right now. Like I can't even streamline properly. Like look, this is me with my back straight. This is me if my back's arched. I can't streamline. So when I dive in, I'm going to be left behind just because I'm creating so much drag by how bad my mobility is. So like, yeah, it's kind of crazy how much mobility and stuff can impact your swimming. What's going on here? There we go. So yeah, I'd love to see more of that as well. My 53 long course is a 24 low, and I only have 5 hours pool. Do you think training more like Cam? I'm a big believer. If you've got low pool time, then you have to train. You can't if you've got 5 hours a week and you're just trying to get fit all the time, you're wasting your time. Especially if you're a 53 star, because that doesn't even exist anyway. So yes, if you've got 5 hours pool time, you need it. Like send me a message on Instagram. If you're like a master swimmer, I'll definitely help you smash your PB. But regardless, you should get in touch because 5 hours you can do so much, but you have to be smart with it. Well, I wouldn't bet against him. He's won an Olympic medal before, right? I was on a camp with Siobhan. I got back from that camp last weekend. I've been back a week. Done 2 weeks in Thailand with her. She's looking fantastic. So I'm brilliantly here. 24.4, 52.7, and 154.9. I've never been to Portugal. I like traveling. People didn't know. I have an app called Bean where I'm sure some of you have it as well, where you try and tick off countries, and Portugal's on my list. I was potentially going to go on a trip to Portugal very, very soon, but it didn't end up happening. Would love to come, but yeah, maybe we can make something happen. I don't know. Oh God, it's not replicable. To be serious about it and improve, you need time. You don't. You actually don't. Like it helps if like it's all in your mindset. It's not like Cam needs them numbers, but you bottom line is if you just like even without the segment times, you wouldn't learn quite as much, but you would still get the physiological training benefits. Having electronic times helps you apply that a little bit more because you know you actually like getting a real PB. But for the most part, no, I don't think that's the case. I don't like everyone's different for sure, but I don't think you need all of his crazy system to be successful with this sort of training. You got to remember, he's doing this at the highest level, 20.8. If you're trying to get under 24, you don't need 5 meter splits. Like I don't need 5 meter splits. I just need to go and sprint. His race warm up is basically like you sent it to me before. I don't want to just guess it. I don't want to just guess it. I have it in here somewhere. Basically, it's like a 200 Lucerne. Does he like kicking board thing where he does his body position with his kick? Then he does some fins shoot stuff to like connect the stroke and builds the intensity up. Give me 5 seconds and I'll actually just get it for you, so I'm not guessing it. Watch the racing while I get Cam's warm up. I hate guessing things. Okay, nearly found it. Also can't multitask, so by looking for it, I just have to. I just have to ignore you. But don't leave the chat. Watch the swimming while I get you. Found it. Found Cam warm up modded. Now let's find Cam warm up not modded. Here we go. If this is what he used at this meet, I don't know. But in the past, this was his. I'll just put it in the chat. Oh. There we go. 300 fins, free back kick. Oh, this is formatted horribly. So I'm just going to read it out. There's a 300 fins, which is free back kick. 25 red shoot and fins, 7 out of 10. Build. 14 strokes red shoot plus fins, 8 out of 10. 14 strokes red shoot, 9 out of 10. 14 strokes no equipment, 9 out of 10. 12 strokes fins, 9 out of 10. Dive 15 at 80%. Dive 15 max. Dive with street, 6 strokes easy speed plus 6 strokes max. There you go. Cam, warm up. Let's go back to the comments. Oh, what's the best tech suit for breaststroke? I mean, I would wear a Mizuno. Some people like a Pure Valor and something more flexible. How do you think Mel Marshall's gone so far down in Oz? I didn't actually get to go and catch her when I was in Australia, so I don't know. Do you like the Jammer Dressel Speed 1.0? Trying it for the first time, 1st of April. Going to do some stuff with the board. We'll be bringing you some insight, but Caleb is super excited by it, which has made me super excited by it. Some cool things going on with the suit. I just hope the fabric's good enough. How can you train swim well long course in 100, 200, short course, just more volume? No. Volume is never the answer, especially for 100, which is a sprint. Different strategies. You can do mid-pool turn. Like for 200, you do mid-pool turn stuff. So you start in the middle of the pool and you do a 50. So you go like 15 in, 25 out, 10 out. And then you rinse and repeat that. That will absolutely crush you. The 100, just do a load of modified USRBT. In fact, look, if you want to get results in 100, then you all like check out these sessions. Like these sessions are just so good that I put together. And it's £20.88 right now. And it's just freaking great. I just put it in the chat. So check that out. Why does Cam do like 25 or 2 kilos? He's adding resistance. Is Gretchen 6 foot tall? No, she's taller. Oh, Tottenham fans, disappointing news, isn't it? No. Why would anyone hope City wins? Come on, man. Imagine that Destro and Winter, then lightweight sprints and bodyweight sprints alongside a robot would be a holistic approach to 100, 200 events throughout a season. There's so much. There's so much to get into with 100, 200 training. It's super interesting, and I think we're going to see a lot of improvements, especially on the 100 side, because 100 is still a sprint. Yeah, Liverpool are struggling at the moment. Nasib, hope you're doing well, mate. See you back over in Muscat. Great lad. Nasib, used to coach him back in day when I was in BSM Marlins. Do you think Simonova has I mean, Barra at her best is brilliant. So yeah, I mean, it's just so hard in her events. The women's 2-3 is so stacked. And there's no Arnie now, so depends if someone like Summer does it. Summer's a 153. Obviously, Molly's going to be the favourite. 152.4 was 153.5 at this meet. Siobhan, she's going to be a favourite for a medal. So it's just whether or not Barra can get in, but I believe she's capable of it. Barra, when she's on, is just so good. Size 10 UK. No. I need the UK size is the 24, 26, 28, 30. Then I can give you a Mizuno size, or just tell me your height and weight, and I'll tell you a Mizuno size. Yeah, great swim, Travis. Excited. Excited. I've been watching the women's NCAAs, or at least the time. It's been a great meet. Men's one, really excited for that as well. Yeah. Maybe we'll do some live shows for men's NCAAs if I can find the stream. How to start doing content and building your own brand as an international junior swimmer. Super important, Julian. I think anyone out there who's sort of 18 plus and swimming at the top level, create yourself a brand. Post, man. Just post sessions you're doing, post insights to what you're doing. Just and be relatable and communicable with your audience. There's the Antisuit there we just saw. It's just consistency. Don't post every day for a week and then not post for 6 months. You've got to post every day for months and months on end, or make something you can handle. It doesn't matter. Don't be a perfectionist. It doesn't all have to be perfect content. Just keep putting content out there, and you've got to be in it for the long haul. I started this in 2018, so I'm 8 years in now, and you can truly grow. And with short form content like reels, you takes one viral reel can get you 100,000 followers. I think Marius Kush, he posted an underwater video of him doing a flip turn, and it went viral, and he went from 10,000 followers to 120,000 followers the next day or the next week. Yeah, Sean Cow and ASP are phenomenal. Go check out their content on YouTube, check out their Instagram, and they have some great strength programs as well. Yeah, massive fans of what the ASP boys are doing. No, I haven't got any big plans for Masters Nationals. We had such a good year for Masters Nationals last year. It kind of has killed my motivation going forwards. I'm going to enter the London Regions meet and do a couple of fun relays there. Maybe when it gets closer to October, I'll start getting motivated again. Depends, what the boys want to do it. If I'm going to have one goal, it would be to break that men's 4x50 freestyle relay record. We broke it, then ASP broke it. So they just sliced it off it. And maybe I will go and I think I went 24/7 on my Australia trip, long course 50 freestyle, which is 0.9 off my best, and I'm really not doing anything. So if anything, I'll be inspired to try and break my 50 freestyle PB at some point in the future, training like Cam does. I mean, they don't break the world record because they're enhanced and wearing a suit. Do I think they'll be faster? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I would do 2 raw speed. Well, if you're a 50 swimmer, 1500 fly, I would start by doing 200 pace pro sessions and 1 raw speed session, and then I would shift to, as you get towards the race day, 2 raw speed and 100 pace. But give us a message on Instagram. I'll help break it down. Really excited to see how you go. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun on these programs, and they're gonna make some great results. The raw speed is great for 50 swimmers. My 100 pace program is great for 100 swimmers. Anyone could just add them 100 pace sessions to what you're currently doing, and you'll get results. Dressel suit has dual layering. Yeah, it has dual layering and some crazy taping. Yeah, I've already talked about this, but Yumeki Kojima broke the world junior record 2 AM 156.5. Crazy good swim. Really exciting stuff going on in Japan. Yep, Cam's from the 50 fly. PB 23.05 for 4th. 0.08 off the win. Super photo finish from all 4 of the boys there. Go back to the start of this video if you want to watch the race. Yeah, 408 in the 400 IM. Yeah, but that got second because Matsushita went 406. Crazy. Japan are just great at IMs, aren't they? Yeah. If you're doing 5 hours a week and you're just doing 50 freestyle and 24 low and you're doing 2 flies in training, I don't know what to say. Yep, Cam. Would you ever want to be a national centers drop coach or a Millfield Kelly coach or the pros? No. I love coaching. I have no interest in coaching full time anytime soon. I would like to one day because I do love coaching, but like the way I coach, it's so obsessive that it absorbs my entire life. And I struggle. Like, what a great finish. Was that Uzidi there? That's Uzidi. Oh my God. What a great finish. What time was that? Wow. Uzidi just finished like an absolute steam train there. Whoa. Definitely not in a school, not in one of them private school environments. Mount Kelly's just down the road for me, actually. And, you know, I love what Kieran Piper's doing at Millfield right now. I mean, just watch how Philip Nowacki swims this summer and how well he swam last summer. As for the national centres in the UK, yeah, not of particular interest to me right now. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Mizuno M tried a carbon air squared in 32 and felt surprisingly good. 32 is massive. That Uzidi in the Anta suit? I'm pretty sure this is Uzidi. I don't want to be wrong. Let me see if I can find a result to confirm that. Or maybe the result will come up now. Yeah, that's Uzidi. 2090. Alex Walsh back in third. 2012 born. It's just crazy. What do we think about that, guys? 13-year-old crushing it. Yeah, crushing it. Go to the start. Cam's race, guys. So Cam McEvoy's block after China Open is going to be literally the block you just saw in my video, except he's going to have day one will be 30s instead of 25s. So you can just go and watch my video again, and that's it. Do bonded seams really have that much difference over stitch seams or a 14-year-old? Look, guys, suit doesn't make the swimmer, but get a suit with bonded seams for the same price as a suit with stitch seams. I mean, the seams aren't really the difference maker. It's just the suits with stitch seams, with the exception of the Mizuno stitch seam suits, which are actually like great fabrics, like the Impulso and the Next ST and the Speedo Ignite. The fabric's so bad, so it's not the stitch seams. If you've got a Mizuno suit with stitch seams, it'd be great still. So it's not the seams that make a difference. It's just the quality of the suit. So get a Mizuno one. Why is Uzidi so fast? These are one of the questions that maybe will never be answered, but she is so fast. Yeah, love earning 10K at 13. She's won a 10K a few times at this meet. Not bad, eh? Matt Sates, love Matt Sates, great kid. He's training with Mel Marshall in Gold Coast right now. So yeah, see how that goes. Yu is wearing the Anta suit. Anta is a massive brand in China, like Nike in China, and they collaborate with Speedo. Speedo make the suit, but it's not a Speedo suit. It's not a direct Pure Valor. It's a different suit. Do want to try one. If anyone can get one over to me, we'll make a review. Hi, Sonny. Just bought the new Mizuno, the SF model, as an all-round swimmer. Do you think it's the right choice? I love that SF. Yeah, I downsized in it, and so I swam decent 53 in it. So yeah, 100 to 400. Great. If you want a versatile suit, get the SF for sure. Yes, Cam will go to a long course pool for the 30s. Yeah, he'll go to Chandler. I never actually went to Chandler, but yeah, he'll go to Chandler for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, cool. Oh, I've actually got through all the questions. We got any more questions? Live for an hour 28. Trying to think of anyone I can bring into this chat to spice it up a little bit, but I think it's late for a lot of people. Let's see what races we've got coming up still. I keep an eye on like results and stuff all over the world, but for me to actually watch, I mean, it has to be an easy stream, like this, like an easy stream to watch. Even this has not been that easy. So probably not. Probably not on a regular basis, at least. No. I like the CR for 1-2 breast and triumph. Should I get Royal SF? Yeah, give it a go because you can actually get one. So it seems like on Mondays he's going to 30. Well, just 30 to start with, and then he has another block that will incorporate the longer distances. Noè won the 50 fly and 100 fly, 51-1 and 22-9. He had a terrible start. Like something happened on the start of the 100 fly and still won. Will you watch multinationals? I have no idea what multinationals is. Yeah, guys, like I feel like I'm being a bit like wallowy or beggy, but little things you can do to support what I do. Go on my videos and like them, share them with a friend, leave a comment like on a video, even if you have nothing like to massively to comment, just say like great video if you really enjoyed it. Like the algorithm. Oh, that's fireworks. The algorithm really like responds to comments and likes and puts it out to more people. So yeah, it really goes a long way. And obviously, like I back all the products I put out. Like that's why I use Arena to make my caps. These are the 3D soft caps. These are the best caps in the world. You know, these are the best training cap, the molded silicone cap. Obviously, I've got the mesh caps that I imported from Japan. But you can't actually even buy in the Western world except through me. So all the products I put out are of the highest quality, and my training programs are phenomenal. Like this, I'm going to put in the chat now is the 12-week 100 race pace program. It's normally 99 quid. For today only, everything's £20.88. I can't tell you how ridiculous value it is. You'll learn something from reading through these sessions. Get your coach to buy them if you're in an age group program because they're good sessions, man. And yeah. Any questions about news about the ISL? No, the ISL takes a load of money to pay people. Aquaforce CP or the Royal GX PW. I mean, I've not actually tried the PW yet, but I mean, it's just a Mizuno. Like the refinements are so small now. Always the Mizuno. The Mizuno Sprint is the best. Oh, look at Peter Coetze looking slick up on the block there. Who do you think is going to win the 800? That kid from China is flying. Yeah, I'm going to stick around to watch Zhang. Zhang's had an all-timer meet. Second best swimmer of the meet behind Cam, obviously. Best swimmer of the meet. Best swimmer of the last 10 years, at least, in my opinion. But Zhang, 341.5 in that 400. Phenomenal. Seen any footage of the Manchester International? Shows what can be done at standard meets the right investment. Yeah, Jamie Ingram tells me about these Manchester meets. They're really crushing it. You know, just little things they do at the Manchester meets that I really like. They like short course, they put pads at both ends. I can't tell you how nice it is to have pads at both ends because most facilities have the pads at both ends, especially the 50-meter pools, because they have to have pads at both ends for 50-meter races. But they don't bother putting the second pad in. Like, it just goes a long way. Right now, Cam could go 47, in my opinion. But hey, maybe you couldn't. Maybe you'd absolutely implode. But you saw that 22-0 breathing in the heats. He could go 47. I don't know what that was. Do any other training groups train at QAS where Cam trains? Oh, the stream ended? Huh. The live stream I was watching has ended, so maybe we can't watch the 400. A lot of people use QAS. They come in and do testing and stuff. So when I was there, I saw like both para groups and national team groups and like groups in the area that come and do like start practice, lactate testing, all sorts of stuff. So really cool, well-used facility. And people are gymming there. I think I just missed Sam Short in the gym one day. I left with Cam and he said Sam would have been coming in. I don't keep an eye out, except on buy where you can get ridiculous deals every day of the week. I don't keep an eye out on where the best place to buy suits is. You'd have to look on the internet. It depends where you are in the world as well. Okay, Emre Onus, we heard it here first. I'll show you my caps quickly. I'm gonna plug my caps and show you all the caps I have, if I can. Yep. So this is the Japanese mesh cap. It's mesh. They're from Japan. They're imported by me. They're made by Arena Japan for me. They're £25. They ship worldwide. You could use buy to get a mesh cap, but they're so comfy. If you don't like wearing caps for training, these are so comfy. So they have like almost like a waistband, which is stretchy, and then you can see it's like the see-through mesh, right? I actually wear these, and all the Japanese swimmers do the same thing. They wear them under their race caps on race day. So, especially when I used to have a mullet, this was great. But you can see, like, there's a lot of stretch left, and I've got a fairly big head, I guess. This stream has just turned into me trying on caps. So this is all I wear to train in. You can go ears out as well to train, or you can go ears in. And then when I race, I'll then put my goggles on over the top. So like I tuck the back of my hair in. This is what the Japanese do actually. So I can't wear two. If I wore two of these, my head would explode. Or even if I put like a normal silicone cap underneath, my head would explode. So then I wear either an Aquaforce race cap or an Arena Free soft cap over the top. And look how like perfectly smooth this is. So yeah, there we go. These are the race caps. I'm going to put a link to the one I'm wearing and in the chat. But as I said, like ship worldwide, 25 quid for the mesh cap, 40 quid at the moment. They're going to go up to 50 quid for the race caps. Basically, when you custom, everyone asks me how to customize caps. Arena do them for you, but you have to get a minimum order of 50. Now, when I'm getting a design with just my white logo, it's cheap. But you have to pay for every color. So getting a flag, you're paying for every color on the flag. So the caps get more expensive, right? But yeah, I mean, they're the highest quality stuff. That's why I use Arena. Hit the link, buy one, import one. Yeah, it's great stuff. They're all different lengths, these blocks, but the one I saw was 4 weeks. Why did Pam fall off so much? Who knows? When you're young and you're at the Olympics, magic can happen, and sometimes that magic's never repeated. You know, say Chad, who was on the show earlier, his PB for 2 flies still from when he won the Olympics, 152.9. Hi, Sonny. I used Mizuno for the first time yesterday. Borrowed from a friend, and it was really amazing. It was all black with the Mizuno logo and laces red. What color was the logo? It was probably a 6CR or a 6NV. Both have black with red laces. But you can tell if it's a white logo, it'd be a CR. I'm not sure and if it was any other color logo, I think a red logo, it's an MV, which is the sprint one. But you can also just see if it has the tape in the back. Basically, it's an MV. If the back of the suit inside looks like that, then it'll be an MV, which is the sprint suit, which is, yeah, any iteration of the Mizuno sprint suit is the best thing in the world. Pam's from 103 and 48.0. Are you going to British Champs? Probably 10% likelihood at the moment. I have for the last few years. Maybe I'll end up going. I've not bought any tickets or a coach's pass or anything, but maybe I'll go down. I can stay at my parents because they're only 40 minutes away from the pool. But right now, it's not on my agenda. Love your videos. Last 2 minutes, I was on a 26.750 video in a traditional training. Then decided to take Cam McEvoy approach and drop to 24 to 15 after about 2 months. 12 months is incredible. Yeah, look. There's no surprise that if you start sprinting as a sprinter, you get faster at sprinting. It's crazy. It's crazy. And like, yeah, it's just what happens. Time to purchase these new Oh, your OG blue one ripped. Sorry to hear that, man. I hope it was well used and well loved. Time to get one of these though, for sure. For sure. If you had to bet all your money, who would win the 200 free at LA? Who would it be? Popovich. But I would rather not make that bet. Is the molded cap just a nice irregular cap? Yeah, look, these are just really robust. They're like a normal cap, but can you see they're just a little bit more domed? I think these are so much. These are actually like what Siobhan Hawley wears in races. She doesn't wear a race cap. They're just a little bit more seamless. They're not perfectly seamless, like they're not the same as the others, but they're just. This has got loads of talc on it, hence it looks all white. Once it's been in water, which this one hasn't, it won't look like that. But yeah, they're just good. I mean, I'm selling these for 15 quid. So yeah, it's just a quality cap. I'd wear that over any cheap silicone cap these other week. As I said, I wear mesh caps in training, and then I wear a mesh cap under a arena race cap in races. It hasn't been said yet. How happy are you to have a sub 23s that hasn't been filmed with potato quality? It's madness if we look at any of the world record swims from like 09, even 2010 or 2011, how bad the quality is. So yes, I am thankful, and we have so much footage, so many angles, and it was a historic moment. Yeah, like this is so good. I wish I was there with my camera to actually really like get in super high def, but I'll take it. I had Yankin, who's on the Hong Kong staff. He was there. He filmed it for me. Thank you, Yankin. And you can all thank Yankin as well. Most jaw dropping sim you ever saw. I didn't see any of them. Like, I didn't see any of them live. I did see Pan's 46.8. I was on poolside when he led off the relay in Doha, and I was like, oh boy, that was crazy. Also watched my first world record I ever watched was Coleman Stewart at ISL 48 100 backstroke short course meters. That was pretty epic. Do you have any info on a new world colorway? No, I have nothing. This is the only colorway. We're probably 6 months minimum away from a new colorway, but there will be one because that's how Mizuno operate. What would be your best recommendation for a suit if I swim 2 flying 4-3 as my main events? Mizuno SF or a Mizuno Neo SL. It's Mizuno Neo. It is a Mizuno Neo SL, but you have to really like try your luck to get one. Recommended can I ask what also Shino has the new Japan record? Yes, Shinohashi is amazing. I just didn't. The MT just didn't groove with me, and the SF really grooved with me. It's just me. It might be bias, but yeah. Will you review the Prana? No. How about the Dressel Speed 1? Yes. I'm gonna try and move. I'm gonna call this stream in a minute. With the followers, the viewers are leaving, so I'll finish these. Ag4 Storm's suitable for training. I mean, it's a race suit. It's great for racing. Would you recommend the Cobra Ultra or the Speedo Hyperleaks? I'm an arena goggle guy. I wear Cobras for sure, but I'm allergic to goggles, so I can only wear one type of goggles, which are funny enough, the best looking and cheapest goggles, which are Swedish. I've not fully assembled this pair. But yes, these are what I wear now because they're the only goggles I can wear, and they're like £8 a pair. So, yeah, this is what I wear. But before I had to switch these at the end of last year. I was a Cobra guy. No, nothing. Cobra, the F3 actually appeared on FINA approved lists like over a year ago, and then nothing ever come of it. I think it's a budget suit. I remember seeing the only way to qualify for the Olympics in the 50s was in the World Cup. Did something change or it's still like that? 53 qualifies like it's always done. Fly, back, breast. You can qualify in 2 ways. First, you top 6 at the World Cup in a 3-day shootout thing where it's going to go like quarterfinals, semifinals, and so on. Top 6 at that in the final will qualify automatically in the 50s, but they still have to be nominated by the federations. Then you can qualify for the 50s solely by getting an A cut in another event. So if you've got the A cut in the 4 a.m. and you're the fastest in your country for 50 fly, you can go and swim it. Crazy, but not optimal at all. Yeah. The whole swimming's actually finished. The swimming has finished. So this stream is going to wrap up. Cam went 23.07 for 05 for a new PB. His old PB was 23.07. Come fourth, 22.97 from Noè Ponti, 23.00 from Kyle Chalmers, and 23.02 from Thomas Ceccon. They just all swum past Cam at the end, unfortunately. And that is it for questions. Guys, I'm going to plug myself one more time. Go to my website, pick up a plan. Even if you're not interested in anything I sell, I have a warm-up guide that I think anyone could learn from. It's £10, man. It's £10, and it's great. So just go and check out my website. But I'll get something physical. Get a cool cap or something. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Been great. And I'm gonna try and do more live stuff like this going forward, especially if I can get streams. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.